Donald Trump continues to behave like a petulant little child. No offense to petulant little children, because Trump's behavior is far worse, but Trump continues to shame and bring disgrace to the United States of America with his despicable and pathetic behavior. Donald Trump throwing temper tantrums right now after losing once again in federal court to New York Attorney General Letitia James. She secured an injunction from a federal judge barring Elon Musk and Musk's team from the Treasury Department transaction records containing your private information. Also, the federal judge ordered Musk's team to destroy said information that they may have already taken. Donald Trump is making post after post, whining, attacking New York Attorney General Letitia James. Let me show you what he's doing. He's reposting Roger Stone because Trump's too pathetic and too cowardly to post it himself. But Roger Stone posts the following: after careful examination of New York Attorney General Letitia James's financial disclosures, it shows she inflated the value of her assets in order to get mortgages on various commercial properties, exactly what she falsely accused President Trump of doing. Let me be very clear. She didn't falsely accuse Donald Trump of doing anything. A judge agreed that Donald Trump engaged in a massive fraud, and a judge ruled in favor of New York Attorney General Letitia James. Whoa, what a coincidence that New York Attorney General Letitia James kicks Donald Trump's ass once again in federal court, and all of a sudden Donald Trump and his minions are accusing her of crimes. No doubt they are trying to send messages to Donald Trump's thugs in the Department of Justice to try to go after New York Attorney General Letitia James. Then Donald Trump posts, there's no need for Joe Biden to continue receiving access to classified information. We're immediately revoking Joe Biden's security clearance. Then man baby Donald Trump, as Chris Jackson says, announced that he's stripping these security clearances also away from New York Attorney General Letitia James and New York and Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. What Donald Trump is trying to do is distract us all from headlines like this: the mood of the American consumer is souring. Tariff threats, market turbulence is causing jitters early into Donald Trump's second term. Quote, I don't like the turbulence. I don't like the chaos in the market, said Paul Bisson, a 58-year-old who voted for Trump. Quote, that will make the economy worse. And that's not what we signed up for. Well, that actually is what you signed up for, because it should have been pretty obvious to you and anyone who voted for this demented maniac that this is what he was going to do. And cruelty is the point with these MAGAs. Case in point, the MAGA Republicans in Congress are bullying and trying to shame the transgender congresswoman from Delaware. The transgender congresswoman from Delaware has never made identity even part of her politics, but the MAGA Republicans want to bully her over and over again. So they refuse to refer to her as a congresswoman. They refer to her as a gentleman or as Mr. McBride, and they do it on the House floor to try to embarrass her and shame her. Let me show you what went down at the end of the week. I just want to show you what they're doing and how just despicable it is. It's like, just MAGA Republicans, just grow up and behave with some shred of acting like an adult. Pretend for a minute, please, that you can behave like an adult. Here, play this clip.
The chair recognizes the gentleman from Delaware, Mr. McBride, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. When I was elected,
So utterly shameful, so utterly disgusting by these MAGA Republicans. Donald Trump, meanwhile, then posts, our country is coming back faster than anyone thought possible. We are respected all over the world like never before. Enjoy! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Actually, no, the entire world now hates the United States of America. Our enemies are laughing in our face. Our allies are just disgusted. They are forming alliances, recognizing that America is just this isolated pariah state right now that looks more like North Korea than anything else out there. Let's take a look at some of the polls that Donald Trump is no doubt seeing this morning. Quote, there will be a total economic collapse in the next 10 years in the U.S. according to the YouGov poll, more Americans believe that we will face total economic collapse right now than those who don't. It should also be noted that the consumer sentiment has shifted so far negative in a few weeks. It's the biggest drop almost really ever, but particularly in the last 15 years, consumer sentiment plummeted. Most consumers now believe that inflation will increase, there will be serious economic turmoil, and that prices are skyrocketing. They already are skyrocketing. Consumers are pissed, and they believe, more people believe than not, total economic collapse. How much influence do you think Musk has in the administration? 55% say a lot. Then when people are asked in this YouGov poll, how much influence do you want Elon Musk to have? Most people say none. 42% say none. 24% say little. Only 16% want Elon Musk to have a lot of control, which is notable considering that Elon Musk is now running our government and sending 20-something-year-old people into government offices to take medical records, social security information, to get access to the transaction payment systems and other significant information that they should not have. Do you think Elon Musk is honest and trustworthy? Only 31% of Americans believe he's honest and trustworthy based on that YouGov poll. Here's an interesting one as well, folks. DEI programs. Do Americans view diversity, equity, and inclusion favorably or unfavorably, right? This is the big issue of MAGA Republicans, where they want to get rid of anything that involves diversity. They want to blame plane crashes, blame anything on everything's DEI this. Actually, 48% of Americans believe DEI programs, view it favorably. Only 29% of Americans view DEI unfavorable. I thought that was something that was interesting to share, considering that's all Republicans want to talk about. Why? They want to also, one, be bullies. Cruelty is the point, but they also want to distract, of course, from the fact that they are crashing the economy right now, and all of Donald Trump's promises to lower prices, all false. Prices going up, housing less affordable, and there is no peace deal in Ukraine. Moreover, according to NBC News, Donald Trump has grown increasingly angry at senior officials with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE due to a continually low amount of deportations since January. Arrests and deportations continue to be much lower than the promises made previously by Donald Trump. Quote, "It is driving him nuts that despite assistance of other federal agencies and the Department of Defense, the numbers are still low." Now, that's because they're also very incompetent people. They're cruel, but also incredibly incompetent. Elon Musk continues to make posts like this. Tax reform is needed. Too many loopholes. As Melanie D'Arrigo explains, guess how much money Tesla paid in 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018 in taxes? Basically $0 on $6.7 billion in profit for those years. Dan Goldman, Democratic Congress member, he's doing a great job fighting, I think. He explains in response to this Attorney General Matt Platkin, to be clear, the judge ordered Elon and Doge Bros to delete any data they illegally acquired since Trump took office. Dan Goldman responds, it wasn't just a freeze on Elon Musk and Doge accessing Americans' personal data. He was ordered to destroy any data that they already took. Elon must confirm he has followed the court order. To which Elon Musk responds, we don't have any personal data of Americans, you corrupt moron. To which Dan Goldman said, tell it to the judge under oath. Not on Twitter or X, not a trust me, bro. Say it under oath. And Elon Musk was raging about the order by the federal judge, forcing Musk and others to destroy the data and stop accessing it. Elon Musk and Charlie Kirk were saying, this ruling's absolutely insane. How on earth are we supposed to stop fraud and waste taxpayer money without looking how the money is spent? This at the same time that Donald Trump is in Mar-a-Lago on taxpayer-funded vacations with the money going from taxpayers to Mar-a-Lago. Also, Donald Trump talked about $100 million ballrooms. Also, they are taking the migrants on C-17 planes so they can just try to show this propaganda footage of big military planes taking migrants, which is total waste of taxpayer dollars as well. But look, folks, I'll tell you what the MAGAs want to try to distract us with. Elon Musk and this account, the Persistence, that's the guy who registered like the Amish people. If you look at some of the top trends right now on Twitter or X, Kanye West with his horrific racist tirades, Kanye West saying all this stuff that's like about Hitler, like just gross stuff that Elon Musk is allowing on the platform. And one of the other big trends is big balls is trending because Elon Musk, one of his 20-year-old people who are getting access to your information, his screen name is Big Balls. And Elon Musk is like, well, we got to stick big balls over here and big balls in this. Like, this is how they behave. As I said, maybe if they even pretended to be adults, it would be slightly better. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, responds to Kevin Sorbo, Filipkowski writes, sometimes I think that these MAGAs spend an unhealthy amount of time focused on Trump's genitalia. Kevin Sorbo goes, one of the big Trump influencers, I wonder if Trump is secretly big balls, seeing as he was the only one brave enough to revoke Biden's security clearance. As Quentin Tarantino wrote as well, imagine waking up from a 10-year coma and being shown these 4 tweets. Elon Musk, I love @RealDonald Trump as much as a straight man can love another man. Kanye West saying that he is a Nazi. Donald Trump saying, I will be signing an executive order ending the Biden push for plastic straws. Kanye saying, I turned down 3 photos this week with Make-A-Wish kids in wheelchairs. Quentin Tarantino says, we are in a bad place. This as Donald Trump announced that the NIH will be cutting billions of dollars in biomedical funding effective immediately. The move halts a large slice of money for most universities and research institutions virtually overnight, imperiling vital research in everything from cancer research to heart disease, because it's not make America healthy again. They want to make America sick and poor and suffer again. By the way, that's what they were saying during the campaign. I was trying to tell everybody that literally Elon Musk and Donald Trump were out there saying, we need to inflict hardship on the people. They need to suffer. And now what do we see these MAGA Republican politicians, these Congress members saying? They're saying they're rolling out the budget, and in the budget, they're going to make the people suffer. They said people are going to feel pain. This is what Republican Congress members are saying. But they're saying people should suffer for Donald Trump and they should suffer for Elon Musk, that's our patriotic duty. They say we, the people, must suffer for Musk and Trump so that they could destroy the country. This is what they're saying. And then rebuild us. But we need to suffer the hardship so we can be rebuilt in their image. That's what the Republican Congress members are saying. Go back, look through all the videos that I play of them say stuff like that. Pain, suffering, that's what they want. What we also know now is in this county, in Gaines County, which voted, 91% for Donald Trump, nearly 1 in 5 incoming kindergarteners in the 2023-2024 school year did not get a vaccine. The 18% vaccine exemption rate for that county is one of the highest in the state. There's now a massive measles outbreak expanding into West Texas, around that county, with low vaccination rates. You see right here, 91% in that county voted for Donald Trump. They're not getting vaccinated. They're getting measles. Measles. And that's exactly what RFK Jr. wants. That's what Trump wants. For them, it's make America suffer. MAS, Make America Suffer. That's what they want. And by the way, when I see people like Piers Morgan posting this, as Alex Cole goes, Piers, what happened, man? So you had Piers Morgan previously posting, wow, this is amazing. Mark Zuckerberg announcing a complete U-turn on all woke censorship and cancel culture bullshit. Good for you, and good for Elon Musk, who has led the charge on free speech. Well, here's what Piers Morgan was saying today. Hey, Elon Musk, how much more disgustingly hateful, racist, anti-Semitic, violence-inducing stuff from Kanye are you going to allow him to spew on your platform to his 32 million followers? Piers, that's the point of when they say free speech. What they mean is hate speech. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? And then, oh, here's a Republican senator from Kansas. Good news. The State Department has approved shipping to resume, allowing non-governmental organizations to distribute the $560 million of American-grown food aid sitting in U.S. and global ports to those in need, thanks to Secretary Rubio for helping make certain this life-saving aid gets to those in need before it spoils. As our editor-in-chief Ron Filipkowski writes, Senator from Kansas thinks that some foreign aid is important. Wonder why. Thank you, Secretary Rubio, for getting the stuff that was supposed to get to where it was going to get there in the first place. They create the problem. They shut down USAID, but apparently because that food is grown, where do you think? In Kansas, that's the food that gets shipped, but all the other USAID programs get shut down. Look, Republicans once were one of the biggest supporters of USAID, especially Republican states that had a lot of agriculture, because it was great for their economies. But now they were, doing this vicious attack on USAID, destroying it, and then it's like, oh, look, Secretary of Rubio did this great thing right here. Also, as our editor-in-chief Ron Filipkowski writes, President Xi didn't even bother to fake giving Donald Trump something. Trump just quietly surrendered in the dead of the night. From CNN's breaking news, Trump has temporarily reinstated a tariff loophole that allowed packages worth less than $800 to enter into the U.S. Duty-free. Meanwhile, Elon Musk continues to make posts and reposting the authoritarian leader of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, about big balls. That's all they're talking about. The MAGA Republican senators, big ball. They find this hilarious. Big balls. Act like adults. Just act like adults. People want you to lower the prices. People want you to make housing more affordable. People want you to create peace in Ukraine in 24 hours like you promised, not repost big balls like you're a fourth grader or a fifth grader. And again, no offense to fourth graders or fifth graders. They behave far more mature than that. It is ridiculous. But that's the timeline that we are living in. Bullying by MAGAs, cruelty, weirdness, and the American people absolutely hate it. Trump knows that. His presidency's crashing faster than anybody, I think. Even people thought it would crash quick, but this quick, an utter dumpster fire of a presidency. But we're going to report about it. We're going to speak truth to power here. We're not going to mince our words here on the MeidasTouch Network. With you by our side, the Meidas Mighty will continue to grow, and we will continue to be a voice for truth right now. Hit subscribe. Help us get to 4 million subscribers. We're so grateful for you. Let's get to 4 million this weekend. Thanks for watching and have a good one.
Hey, Meidas Mighty. Love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.